1 in every 5,000 people will be killed in a car crash, but the odds are even better of having a fatal slip in the shower. If you want to be a professional athlete, the odds are 1 in 22,000. So you have a better chance of winning an Academy Award with the odds of 1 in 11,500. But the worst odds are for horse racing in 2015, with the odds for a Triple Crown winner being 1 in 275,000. Horse racing is known as the sport of kings and has been prominent in American culture since the Civil War. Unfortunately, public interest in horse racing has recently declined due to a drought of the Triple Crown winner. What has caused this drought? The reasons we have lacked a Triple Crown winner for the past 37 years are breeding, fresh competition, and the grueling schedule. The Triple Crown is composed of 3 top-level horse races: the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs, the Preakness Stakes at Pimlico, and the Belmont Stakes at Belmont Park. Only 11 horses in history have achieved this accomplishment, with the most recent winner being in 1978. Horse racing is an industry filled with traditions, but one aspect that has recently changed is breeding. Thoroughbreds are now bred for speed rather than stamina, and so this means they are not able to hold up to the longer distances. Most horse races now are only a mile, but the Belmont Stakes is a mile and a half, and records have recently showed the times getting slower and slower. One of the most successful Triple Crown winners was Secretariat, and he was so successful because of his breeding. His owners, the Chenerets, decided to breed a sprinter, Bold Ruler, with a distance runner, Something Royal, to create a super horse whose time records have still survived to today. Currently, most breeding programs do not use long-distance horses because they are looking for speed, but this means that the likelihood of having a horse that can run the longer distance of the Triple Crown races is less probable. Steve Coburn, owner of California Chrome, the 2014 Kentucky Derby and Preakness Stakes winner, said, "If you got a horse that earns the points to run in the Kentucky Derby, those horses should be the only ones allowed to run in all 3 races." Mr. Coburn brings up the point of fresh competition being unfair to horses that want to have a Triple Crown win. The past 3 Triple Crown winners, Seattle Slew, Affirmed, and Secretariat, did not face fresh competition in their Belmont races. Their main competitors ran all 3 races with them, so each horse had to face the same stresses of running that many races. Now, when a horse loses the Kentucky Derby, they are advised not to run in the Preakness so they can come in fresh for the Belmont Stakes. The top 4 competitors of California Chrome all opted out of the Preakness, and the 2014 Belmont winner, Tonalist, did not run in either of the first 2 Triple Crown races. This process makes it much more difficult for owners who want to have a Triple Crown horse to win. Another reason that the Triple Crown has not been won in so many years is because of the difficulty of the challenge. Racehorses are athletes, and it is very demanding on them to accomplish something that is the most prestigious award in the horse racing industry. The Triple Crown races also occur when horses are only 3 years old, which is very early on in their career. All 3 races take place within a 5-week period, and typically horses would have at least 4 weeks of rest between running events of this distance and caliber. So overall, some people would say this is equivalent to asking a rookie quarterback to lead a team to the Super Bowl. The Belmont Stakes is also extremely difficult because not only the distance, but the track material. The track has higher continents of sand in it, so the track is like running on a beach and more tiring for the horses. The Belmont is widely considered to be the final test of a horse's capabilities, and does everything it can to make the run more strenuous on the horse. Since 1978, 13 horses have won the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness, only to come up short in the Belmont. Today, having a Triple Crown winner is thought to be impossible by many people in the industry. The new emphasis on speed rather than stamina, and the strategy of saving your horse for the Belmont, and the challenging nature of the event make it extremely difficult for a horse to win. Even with all these things, it is not impossible. The odds are still there that next year we can have a horse that can rise up to conquer the crown and join the elite ranks of horse racing royalty.